Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to a rather interesting Let's Play. We're playing today a game called Sunstaff. Now, this is a rather interesting game because, well, it's your typical kind of indie game, kind of like a lot of the games you'd see on those Flash websites. Um, but what makes this game special for me is the fact that this game was actually one of the people who made this game is an old high school friend of mine, so I figured, why not get their game out there a bit by doing a Let's Play of it on my channel. So that's what I'm going to do right here. So this game is called Sunstaff. Really neat drawing quality right here. Just by looking at the menu screen alone, and the idea of this game looks really cool once we get into it. So first things first, let's read the description. There was a time where our world was filled with light. Those days have come and gone. Our only hope lives in a single artifact left behind, the Sunstaff. Will you find it, Milo? Play as Milo, a cat witch who seeks to return light to this withered world. Can you solve the puzzles in front of you in order to achieve your goal, or will the world remain forever desolate? Controls, AD, jump is spacebar. Sprint is to hold down the shift button while walking. To interact with stuff, you press E. So, simple controls there. There are also a few, drawings here, as well as some links to like some gameplay and commentary by the developers. With that though, let's go ahead and get into the game. A long time ago, the sun shone brilliantly over this land. There was light and there was I did not get to finish reading that. But these things did not last. Our sun, our light began to fade from the sky. When all hope was thought to be lost, a young witch rose up and faced the sky. She used every ounce of her power to seal the remaining light inside a magical staff. After preserving what she could, she disappeared, leaving the staff behind. This story was passed down in the hopes that someone would find the staff and return light to our world. Will you find it then, Milo? And with that, the game should be starting here in a quick second. So A and D to walk, space to jump. Interact with things. We got a few switches here that we'll need to hit. And here it is. The Sunstaff. Alright, roll credits, folks. We beat the game. Okay. Alright. Though we've now retrieved the Sunstaff, we now have to go ahead and escape with it. We can pause the game with the B button or the escape button. Okay, a few basic things here. Nothing too special. We can hold down the shift button to run. And this will be interesting. There will be instances where we'll find pedestals where we'll have to place down the Sunstaff in order to solve certain puzzles. And we are going to want to be sure to bring the staff with us before we advance to the next screen. I believe these gems are important too, so we're going to want to pick those up as we go. So this is an interesting puzzle because these platforms will disappear in the presence of the Sunstaff. So in order to finish this platforming here, we're going to want to leave behind the Sunstaff on that pedestal. I really like the idea of how this game, like, a lot more colorful and cheerful looking around the Sunstaff, but outside of it, everything's just dark and, like, just kind of depressing. It's a real neat art style, if you ask me, to have such a look to it. Alright, so I believe we gotta hit this switch over here, in which that's gonna move the Sunstaff over to where we can then move that when we get to that point. Now, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to just pick it up when it gets over here, or... Okay, it looks like we just have to pick it up. Anyway, now we want to flip these switches, it seems. Oh, allowing us to come down here. Oh, one switch was to get rid of that block, the other was to get this to continue moving. That's what it's for. Moving on. We're now at the end of that, where we can... Okay, that was strange. Oh, yeah, this puzzle. This is the one where... I believe you have to, like, get these platforms in just the right position. That's how I remember doing it. Okay, did I get it? Whoops. Don't worry, you respawn back where you fell off if you fail the platforming. Okay, yep, that worked. Moving on. Again, be sure to pick up those gems. I don't know if you can go back or not. Whoa, okay. Okay, so I can't do anything over there at the moment. Can I make a jump for it? Oh, no, okay. So flip the switch, allowing us to get... And we have to put the staff down again. Okay. Again, neat idea for a concept, having to rely off occasionally picking up, but also having to put back down the sun staff in order for stuff to look... Like here again, we have to place it down in order to flip that switch for us to advance forward here. Oh, I didn't hit that one. This, I believe, we can only move when we have the sun staff on hand, which I believe will allow us here to do something, if I remember correctly. Can't remember what it is, though. Oh, I remember now. Okay. We want to push this way, because there's like pedestals down there that I believe we need to push these blocks for to get this door open. Yeah, okay. I did play this game... I did try it out once a bit to see what the game was about. I do think it's a pretty neat game. Alright, we got some switches here. Let's see what, it's one of those kind of puzzles where we have to figure out the correct combination of switches. Wait, did I get it? No, I didn't. Okay. So we're kind of stuck here having to find the right combination in order to get this door open. Which I do not seem to be finding it. Okay, that just closes the doors back up. Okay. Time to do the usual formula of just doing every possible combination. Till it opens like that. Although I thought I did this combination before, why did it only open now? Well, what matters is that it's open, so... This is also really cool how you're only able to get out down there without the sun staff, but you're only able to get up here with the sun staff. Really neat idea. And now we have the reason why we needed to collect all these gems. Because we now have this puzzle to take care of. And so we have to find the right combination of gems, as well as place down the sun staff in the correct pedestal. The game doesn't explicitly make it clear which one is the correct one. I mean, it's obvious that the light needs to go onto one that either hits one of the other crystals, or one like this one where it goes straight to that prism up there. So I believe we're trying to find the correct combination for the prism, if I'm looking at this correctly. So just put this in a certain order, see what works. Because I know you have to put the sun staff there, but the game doesn't really tell you what the combination is for the order of these gems. So I'm just going to try whatever combination that might work. And just try to see... Oh, I found it. And, okay, once you solve the puzzle and get the door open, you can take the staff with you. And that's it. With that, you now restore light to the world. And the sun is back. Thank you for playing. You're very welcome. So, in terms of my thoughts on the game, it is a fairly... Well, here's the credits here. Computer science. We got these three here. The art direction. We have those two there. I believe that one to the left was my high school friend. Sound, we have these three that did the sound. And some special thanks to their professor, GD beta testers, UW Stout Game Design Program, Gonky Shader Tutorials, okay. Thank you. Again, you're welcome. But yeah, with that being said, it's a fairly short game. I would only recommend checking it out because, you know, it was a game made by a high school friend of mine, and it would be nice to try and, you know, get some attention towards this accomplishment that she has made. Because this is a very nice work of art is what this is. So lots of really nice ideas for what it does. Definitely very neat art style. I really like the idea of how only around the Sun Staff does everything look nice and comfortable, and like everything looks all dark and brooding and stuff everywhere else. Like just showing from the main menu here how like the art style changes with like the really neat. In terms of my thoughts though, I do think gameplay wise there were instances you saw there where I do think some of the puzzles were a little bit confusing or didn't have a very good idea of what I was supposed to do, especially that last puzzle. While I made it look easy in this video, I remember my first time playing this game, I had absolutely no idea what the combination was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't until I looked at their like tutorial video on YouTube, which I believe they have in the middle of this particular website that the game is on. But I do think that it would have been better if they found a way in-game to have like some hints and stuff on like how you're supposed to solve some of these puzzles, because the game doesn't exactly do the best job telling you what the right combination is. You're supposed to order those gems, nor any sort of hint on like your progress on like how close you are to potentially solving the puzzle. Aside from that though, in terms of the standards of like what's clearly a college project for some people who's like, this is like clearly their first time making a proper video game. I know that my friend had a couple of video game ideas before, like one that I think was like gonna be a Pac-Man parody, kind of, where it was like gonna have like the power pellets be like Mountain Dew and Doritos, something like that. Which would have been absolutely hilarious if she did actually finish that game and I just didn't know it. That being said, though, we're about finished here. Not bad. Not bad of a game for a college project standards. I know most games, when it's like your first game, starts out fairly simple, and it is one of those free-to-play online games, and with that, it's fairly good for those standards. It is relatively short, but, you know, it is their first game and all, so... But yeah, again, I'll be leaving a link in the description for you guys to check out this game. And with that being said, until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.